So the Yankees do have a pretty much all right-handed team, which doesn't necessarily help you in your home ballpark of Yankee Stadium. But this weekend, the Yankees are going to be playing in the best ballpark for right-handed hitters in the world, Fenway Park. Aaron Judge is starting to heat up. Giancarlo Stanton had 3 hits yesterday, and Luke Voit has been red hot since he came off the injured list. After the game last night, Red Sox pitching coach had this to say about this upcoming series.
I'm in danger.
I finally finished reading The Bronx Zoom, the book by Brian Hoke about last season, and I gotta say, it's really, really good. I'm a big collector of Yankees books. Some of my favorites were The Yankees Years, written by Tom Verducci and Joe Torre. I really liked Inside the Empire. I think it was Bob Klappich. And then Buster Olney has a great one, The Last Night of the Yankees Dynasty. There's also Birth of a Dynasty by Joel Sherman. And The Bronx Zoom is up there. He also wrote Baby Bombers and Mission 27, and honestly, I like The Bronx Zoom better than either of those. I felt like the others were more for like a casual fan, somebody who maybe just kind of wanted to learn a little bit about the team, but there wasn't a ton in there that you couldn't get just by watching, you know, different interviews and watching the game every night and hearing the announcers talk. But with the Bronx Zoom, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we didn't see. Stuff that relates to how the team had to deal with the COVID protocols, how everyone adjusted, the internal politics of the team a little bit, just the way that certain guys handled the media, the family concerns outside of that entire COVID bubble environment, you know, the negotiations between the players and the owners to even have the season to begin with. So it was just a really in-depth piece of work by Brian Hoke, and I want to give him kudos, 5 stars out of 5 from me. A quick look at the pitching rotation for this weekend. We're going to have Domingo German going tonight. He is 4-4 with a 4.17 ERA, 13 starts. Very nice, 69 innings, 63 strikeouts. Has given up too many home runs, 14. He looks to me like he's tiring down a little bit recently. His stuff has not been as sharp. That could be a sticky substance effect, or it could be just him tired a little bit because he didn't pitch at all last year. And so having all of that layoff and then pitching straight for 3 months, it's got to wear down on your arm a little bit. I think that the Yankees should take advantage of some off days around the All-Star break to try and adjust the rotation so that he can get a solid 10 days off or so if possible. On Saturday, we will get a start from Jordan Montgomery. So Montgomery, one of my favorite pitchers on the staff, is 3-1 with a 4.03 ERA. He's made 14 starts, pitched 76 innings, had 75 strikeouts, so almost a strikeout per inning, 3.63 fielders independent pitching, and a very, very solid 1.171 whip, or walks and hits per innings pitched. To me, he's basically the newest version of Andy Pettitte. Now, he hasn't had as much early career success as Pettitte had, but Jordan Montgomery's only 28 years old. We might get 10 years of solid number 3 rotation type stuff from Jordan Montgomery. He's a guy who's not going to dominate most of the time, but most of the time he'll be really solid. 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs, maybe 5 or 6 strikeouts, 1 or 2 walks. He'll struggle at times, but then he'll also be dominant at times, like we saw against the White Sox earlier this year. Big fan of Jordan Montgomery. We need a big outing from him. We need a clutch outing. That's something that Andy Pettitte was known for, just being clutch. And if Jordan Montgomery is going to sort of take the mantle as the new Andy Pettitte, he needs to have that clutch gene. And then on Sunday, you finish off the series and go for the kill with Garrett Cole on the mound. Garrett Cole is 8-3 with a 2.33 ERA. He's made 15 starts, 96 2/3 innings, 123 strikeouts, 11 home runs, just 15 walks, a very nice 0.848 whip, or walks and hits per innings pitched, just 6.2 hits per 9, 11.5 strikeouts per 9. I mean, what can you say? The guy's been fantastic with or without the tacky substances. I think he's been pitching great. Now, his spin rate is down, so he's not going to get as many strikeouts, I don't think, as we saw earlier this year. But he's still having one of the best seasons in his career and one of the best seasons in the American League. So I trust nobody more than I trust Garrett Cole to go for the sweep on Sunday. The Boston Red Sox have fallen out of first place. They're a half game back. They're 3.5 ahead of the Yankees. But it seems as if the Yankees and the Red Sox, and the Rays, honestly, are headed in different directions. The Yankees seem to be climbing the standings, playing a little bit better each week, while the Red Sox and Rays both seem to be kind of sputtering a little bit as we hit the summer months. On the pitching side of things, the Red Sox are going to throw Frieze out there tonight. The 30-year-old left-hander is 5-4 with a 4.32 ERA. He walks a lot of guys. You see 24 walks in 66 and 2/3 innings, but he doesn't give up a ton of home runs. Just 8 home runs allowed, just 57 strikeouts. That tells me he's kind of a soft contact guy. Nate Eovaldi is pitching on Saturday. He always gives the Yankees fits. He's 7-4 with a 3.90 ERA in 15 starts. He throws really hard and has a good cutter. You can kind of rattle him, though, if you can put guys on base. The Yankees got to be feeling good going into this series. You beat the A's 2 out of 3. You take 2 out of 3 from Kansas City when you really could have lost 2 out of 3 the way you played. You left too many men on base. But yesterday, the bats started to wake up a little bit. You have a little bit more time to get ready for this game, a little bit more time to relax and rest up because it was a day game, so you have like an extra half day to kind of hang out and recover. So hopefully those bats can get going. This should be a fun weekend. I think the Yankees are going to take at least 2 out of 3. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. If you really enjoyed it, check out the swag section. We've got tons of great designs to support all your favorite Yankees. And if you simply cannot get enough Yankees content, check out the podcast version of this channel, The Frieze by NYY Recaps, available wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Derek. Thanks for watching.